Good morning, children. Today we are going to begin with the lesson diversity. And what is diversity? Diversity means being different. Like, for example, in your classroom, also, you find different kinds of people, different kind of children. Some have curly hair, some have straight hair, some are tall, some are short, some are fat, some are thin. So you all differ in your habit and interest. Like, some like to play football, some like to play basketball, some like to read religious books, some like to go to the temples to pray, some like to visit a church. So they have different types of interest are there, different type of praying is there. So that means diversity means of being different. You find different kind of people, and how this diversity it is going to help you all. So we are going to study in this lesson diversity and what are the benefits of diversity. Like, for example, at your home also you might have many differences between you and your siblings. You might have found that you and your brother and sisters, they are also different. Your sister likes to wear jeans, but you like to wear a pair of shorts. Your sister likes rice and you love chapati. She is good at painting, but you are a good dancer. So in this way, there is lot of people are there from various places. In India, you all know that in India we have 28 states and 8 union territories, and different kinds of people, they all live over there, and we have different food habits. So that variety that makes the diversity. So what is diversity? Definition is here. You can see diversity can thus be defined as the state or fact of being different and unique. Now coming to the next part, diversity can be in terms of gender also. Gender means in terms of a girl or a boy. We can notice that a boy is different from a girl. From language, in terms of language also we can be different, because so many languages are spoken. Differences can be seen in the ages and ideologies even, and like different festivals, different faiths, different way of life, and we have different kinds of culture. Now we all live in a different places, go to different school, our parents have different jobs, so every person is unique and different from each other. Now next is now let us see how India is diverse, how India is a land of diversity. Geographical diversity. First of all, how according to geography of India, that is the land of India, we can say that India is the land of diversity. India is vast with a variety of geographical features. This gives way to a rich variety of vegetation and wildlife. India has dry deserts. This is a difference you can see. We have Thar deserts, green forest, snowy mountains, fertile plains and islands. Tigers are found in forest region, cattle in the rural areas, and camel in deserts. Orchids grow in wet and cold region, while cactus and date palms grow in the dry places. So that's why India is different. You might have seen that Jammu and Kashmir and the northern part of India is mountainous part, then the central part is the plain part, and then we go below we'll find plateau region. So that's why geography of India is also diverse. Now coming to economic diversity means in India, the economic condition of the people are influenced by the geographical factors of that particular region. People living in fertile Indo-Gangetic plains, they are mainly farmers. Agriculture is the primary occupation of the people living in the region. such as Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala. And agriculture is not easy in cold regions such as Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. People residing in such areas, which covered with snow throughout the year, rearing animals like cattle, sheep, and yak is the main occupation. Then, people from coastal areas such as Maharashtra, West Bengal, fishing is an important occupation. Economic diversity, how can we see that according to the region, the people have different variety of occupation, and accordingly they are either rich or poor. Then we have cultural and social diversity. Cultural and social diversity, we are going to study about food habits, dressing sense. So that is also diverse in India. The food habits vary in particular with the availability of the raw material and the method of preparation. For example, people living in Tamil Nadu, what they eat? They eat uh, uh, rice more than wheat, and those from Punjab, they prefer wheat to rice. The latter drink lot of milk. In Punjab, lot of milk is drunk. Then they grow sugar cane as the soil available in their state is good for it. Again, coastal place like Kerala, Goa, and West Bengal, you will find flourishing fish industry. However, people share and enjoy the dishes of other region. Paratha and curry might be your staple food, but you definitely enjoy idli or dosha for a change. There is a variety of dresses. Social and cultural and social diversity. What will come? Difference in the culture as well as the social diversity. Culture में that is the food and the dresses. Society में that in society what are the differences there. For example, now you can see there is a variety of dresses are worn worn by the people of various regions in India. Unstitched clothes is popular in the form of sari, lungi, dhoti, turban, etc. The dhoti that is worn in different parts of the country has different names. It is called vesti in Tamil, dhoti in Odia, dhotayu in Gujarati, suraiya in Assamese, and dhuti in Bangla, and so on. Likewise, the sari that is worn by the women is draped in different ways and has different names. Now coming to the next part of diversity, religious diversity. That is also seen in India. People follow different religion. In India, we have major religious group like Hindus are there, Muslims are there, we have Christians, Sikh, Buddhist, Jain, Zoroastrians, and others. It also the birthplace of Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Sikhism. The Constitution of India declares India to be a secular country. So our country is secular. Secular means where we respect all the religion and we follow. Government do not interfere in the matter of religion. That you are allowed to follow any religion which you want to. That is known as secularism. So this definition of secularism that you have to learn. Secularism in India means equal respect for all religions and non-interference of religion in the government affairs. Then we have now the followers of these religions celebrate festivals such as Diwali, Christmas, Guru Purab, Eid, Buddha Purnima, Jamshed Navroz, etc. We have national holiday in the country for festivals of different religions. We should love and respect each other's religion. Now, how this diversity? Now we have studied about geographical diversity, we studied about economic diversity, cultural and social diversity, religious diversity. How this diversity help you all? So just imagine everyone looked at you and your sibling wore the same dress at home. All the classmates, if they bring the same food, and there are only one kind of plant or animal in your surrounding. So if diversity won't be there, what will happen? You won't find any interesting. When different people will be there, different kinds of things will be there, you will find it is interesting. So first, what is the first point? That diversity makes your life interesting, it not boring. You wouldn't have got to enjoy different dishes during the lunch break. If diversity would not be there, you cannot enjoy different dishes. You won't enjoy different colors and fragrances of flowers. Thus, we see diversity adds variety and enjoyment to our life. So, this is also very important part. Then diversity gives us a chance to live with the people which may be quite different. Our class is a model of diverse individual getting along. Each individual is different in his or her own special way. We recognize the different characteristic of each individual, appreciate the difference and learn from each other's culture, ideological traditions, etc. After all our ways may be different, but we all have the same goal. We might be going to different places to worship, but pray to one God. We might be eating different dishes, but the purpose is to get nutrition and stay healthy. Hence, we should appreciate diversity, and diversity thus makes us tolerant and open-minded. It also helps us to make what? Tolerant and open-minded. Number one was it helps us to add variety and enjoyment to our life, and number two, it makes us tolerant and open-minded. Next is, now we are going to study, have you ever thought how your interests and skills are different from your siblings or your friends? You might be a better bowler, but your friend is better batsman and another a good fielder. You are dependent on each other to win the match for your team. Varied skills and people in society help us to benefit from one another and improve the quality of life. So when we are interdependent on each other, like suppose one person has a good skill, one cricket team, let us take the example of cricket team. One person is a bowler and one person is good at bowling, other person is a good batsman. So all the people are required in a team, because in one person all the qualities cannot be possible. So in that is known as interdependence. When you are helping each other, that is known as interdependence. So diversity promotes what? Interdependence and unity in diversity. India is the perfect example of diverse nation with the people hailing from so many regions speaking. Because why India is a perfect example of diversity? Because there are so many different kinds of languages are spoken here, so many culture are there, so many dresses, food habits. So diversity, as you know, means many or different. It is a condition of being multiple or plural or diverse. Say in your for example, if we take the example of your neighborhood, there stays Mr. John, a Christian. Next door is the house of Muslim family, the Khans. Across the road lives a Hindu family, Mr. and Mrs. Sharma. This is certainly an example of what? Diversity. In this case, if all the families are friendly to one another and appreciate the differences, then we say that there is unity in diversity. To live in a diverse society, one needs to be tolerant and broad-minded. So now here Kerala and Ladakh case study is given. Both are diverse, both are different. Ladakh is very cold desert and Kerala is located in southwest part of India. In Kerala, spices like pepper, cloves and cardamoms are grown here, and here Ladakh mein wheat cultivation is not possible as there is a very little rainfall or no rainfall. And here sheep rearing is an important occupation. So the people in Kerala, traders come here and they settled in India from Europe, and it was discovered by through a sea route which was discovered by Portuguese. Many European ships started coming here These foreign merchants practiced many different religions like Islam, Christianity, Hinduism, and Buddhism. The people who came and settled here, they eat rice, fish, and vegetables today. And fishing is an important livelihood in Kerala. Chinese fishing nets or China vela or China chetty or the frying utensils are quite popular here. And in Ladakh, ship rearing is important occupation. Population over there is very low, and the wool is used to make pashmina shawls. And meat and milk products like cheese and butters are important food items here. And Islam and Buddhism are for practice here. So, children, this is the whole chapter of your diversity. Read the chapter and